All right, we're going to turn now to a current event coming up next weekend. But first, I have to introduce you to a man named Louis Bellson. He was a Rock Falls native, born 100 years ago in 1924 and lived until 2009. He was a world-renowned drummer, band leader, and composer, deemed the world's greatest musician by Duke Ellington. Bellson was also a 6-time Grammy nominee. And next weekend, you have a chance to celebrate his centennial with a free music festival in Rock Falls. So joining us now is Rock Falls Tourism Director Melinda Jones and Music Director Josh Duffy. Thank you both so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Happy Friday to you both.
Yes, happy Friday.
All right, we are almost to the 3rd annual Bellson Music Fest, but before we get to the lineup of the bands that are performing, I hear there's a big name going to be in town for this. Who's stopping by?
Well, we have Steve Smith, the former drummer from the band Journey.
Wow, how did you get that?
Thanks to Josh.
There's a lot of history with Steve Smith and Louis Bellson. They've been friends for many, many years, and so when the call was made from Rock Falls Tourism to his agent and to him personally, he thought it was a big honor coming into Louis' birthplace of Rock Falls on his centennial birthday. So he's like, what an honor to be asked to do that.
And he's doing a class on...
He's doing a master class in clinic at 11 a.m., all free, and you get to hear one of the top drummers in the world conducting this clinic. And so even if you're not a drummer, a musician, come and listen to what he has to say. It's very inspiring with how he conducts it.
Wow, wow. Well, besides Steve, what other musicians and bands can people expect next weekend?
Well, we have the Jerry Chris Band, Rock River Jazz Band, we have the Yorkville Big Band, and then Josh Duffy and his orchestra, and the headliner is Steve Smith and Vital Information.
I mean, that's going to be a lot of music, noon to 9:30 at night. That's a full day. Josh, how many songs are you guys playing? We'll
probably get in between 15 and 20 in that hour and a half. And again, it's all free. And it is worth it because this would be a ticket price of between $50 and $100 if you're to see all these bands. And with all the sponsorship opportunities that Visit Rock Falls Tourism can do, they're making it free to the public. And so that's why we're telling people, take advantage of this. These are great bands, and it's going to be a great way to celebrate Louis' centennial.
Is this going to be the same type of music that Louis would have played all day long?
Oh yeah, the nice thing about the Bellson Music Fest is that it focuses on music throughout Louis' career. So that could be the time he was with James Brown and he recorded an album doing some funk music or some blues, or the big band jazz, which is kind of the big focus because that's what he was really known for with the days of Duke Ellington, Benny Goodman, and then his own big band.
Wow. I love it so much. So Melinda, what is your pitch to people that live outside of Rock Falls to come and visit this? I mean, why is this worth the drive?
It's definitely worth the drive just to be in the hometown of Louis Bellson, where he was born at, and see what good music and see how we've not forgotten Louis Bellson. So mainly just come and listen to all the music, enjoy. We have food vendors there. On top of it, we have a beautiful park that's at. You will love the park, our B&W district. So come on out.
We were just talking before the show about how it looks like it's going to be really good weather out there too.
Yes.
So
keeping our fingers crossed.
Should be a good day all around. Josh, I wanted to ask you before I let you guys go, if people are curious about Louis Bellson and who he was as a musician, what piece or pieces of work of his would you recommend to first-time listeners?
Well, I'd say they could go back to the early days when he got his start with the Benny Goodman Orchestra in 1942. That's one of the biggest big bands of the era. Gene Krupa was playing for him. He was at the height of his fame, and Louis was 18 years old when he got to play with him. But then he played with other bands like Duke Ellington, Tommy Dorsey, Count Basie, and then after that he led his own big band throughout his career and even had his wife Pearl Bailey singing with him as well. So go back to the early days. I would say start in the beginning, learn about Louis as the youngster, and then let time evolve with music from there.
Josh, every time you're on the show, I feel like I learned so much. You too, Melinda. You absolutely too. Thank you both so much for being here. Before we let you go, what day is his exact birthday? It's coming up, right?
Yeah, this year's going to be on Saturday, July 6th, and he was born in 1924.
Wow, so just 1 month off of his 100th birthday. That's pretty good. Thank you both so much for coming over today.
Great,
thank you for having us.
Hey guys, if you want any more of these details, we've got all of the time, date, and locations for next weekend's Bellson Music Fest up in Rock Falls on our website. Just click on the As Seen on TV tab. And we do have another current event